Greetings, everyone. I just wanted to jump in here and just say hello and check in with everybody. And I wanted to drop a couple of things for you to consider. When you're thinking about career advancement or promoting in any of your job sectors or industries, I really want you to be okay with understanding where you are. And what I mean by that is sometimes when we go to get a job, we need a job, right? We need the job right now because we need to get paid. We got to pay the bills, and that's okay. So that may not be your, job you love for the rest of your life. And I'm sure some of you may have heard that before. But the reality is, if you need to work, you need to work. But when you get the job, take a look around. See how you might be able to advance. Maybe you can be a shift lead. Maybe you can be a supervisor. Maybe you can be a manager. Some jobs have different locations. Maybe you might have an opportunity at a different location than the one that you're at. But you don't know that unless you start asking questions. So it's okay to get the job, get in there and do a good job, show up every day, show up on time, have a good attitude, have the right mindset, have good customer service, be kind to people, be polite, have patience, right? And then start to ask some questions for yourself. Hey, I'm really interested in learning more about how to do whatever this is because I do desire to be a shift lead or I desire to be a supervisor at some point and lead other people. And so once you let your employers know that you have the desire to grow, they'll look at you differently. And maybe they might situate you differently so that you can get the exposure and experience. But if you just go in, clock out, barely show up, hardly have a good attitude, you don't have a smile, you haven't had your coffee today, well, that's how they're going to receive you. So when you are hungry and you are looking to achieve or gain, there's work that has to be put in. And you can't sit around just hoping somebody's going to miraculously discover that you're amazing. You're going to have to show them that you're amazing. And I always say this, if you're in a job or a career that you don't see that upward mobility, that ability to move up or make more pay, then go somewhere else. But take the experience that you have from where you're at and be able to share that forward into your next job. And you never want to burn a bridge. So if you're going to leave a job, make sure you give proper notice. Make sure that you leave like in good rapport so that they can give you a good recommendation, right? That you want them to actually give you the best recommendation and that they understand that you are just looking to move to a better job because you wanted to have better pay or you wanted to have an opportunity to be able to advance in your profession and develop your skills professionally and personally. They're going to understand that if you create a relationship and have a rapport with your bosses, whoever they are, right? Versus sometimes we get into a silo and we get in our feelings sometimes because our peers may annoy us. We don't like something the boss said today, or we just don't like their personality. Sometimes, if that is really not something that is directed at you, we got to learn to adapt and be agile and to be professional. And we have to, our adulting looks different when we want to get professional and we want to start achieving things for ourselves. And so that's what I wanted to encourage you to do is to get the job, absolutely, get paid. You got to get the money because you got to pay the bills. We all do. But when you get there, that's not it. That's not it. That's just the beginning for you, and that's how you need to see it. All right. So keep striving, keep working hard, keep showing up, right? Show up, be kind, be patient, and do the work. And I think the outcomes will look a lot different for you. All right. I'll see you in the hub.